It's 3:47 p.m. in Tokyo. A 10-year-old boy entered the house through the front door, school bag on his back, shoes on his feet. Usually, children this age check their phones and start watching TV when they get home, but he didn't do anything about it. He didn't even peek into the kitchen and ask his mother, "Mom, what should I do now?" Because he already knows what he has to do. He quietly took off his shoes and put them by the door. He changed into his uniform. He packed his bag and got ready for tomorrow. Then he had breakfast and did his homework all one by one. There was no need for any scolding, any reminder or argument in the whole process. His mother is in the next room, but she didn't utter a single word. She didn't give any instructions. Now there is only one thing going on in the minds of those watching this. How can a 10-year-old child be so independent and disciplined? Today we will talk about exactly that. Let me guess what your evenings look like. Your child comes home and immediately dives into their phone or YouTube. You comfort yourself thinking, "All right, it's just for a few minutes. They need some mental relaxation." Before you know it, an hour has flown by. Then, when you tell them to sit down and study, the whining begins, and you lose your temper. By the time they finally sit down to study, it's already 8 p.m. Exhausted, they somehow rush through their homework, and everyone goes to bed in utter frustration. The next day, the exact same thing happens. You have made rules, tried bribing them with rewards, and even confiscated their phone, but it worked for a week at most. Here is something no one will tell you. The problem is neither with your child, nor with the phone. The real mistake happens when we try to change a child's habits using motivation. We think that explaining things or scaring them will work. But motivation is just a temporary feeling. It won't magically show up on its own every day at 4 p.m. just because you need it to. Japan understood this truth a long time ago. So let's see what actually happens there. When a Japanese child returns home, they don't immediately rest, sit down to eat, or pick up a phone. They follow a specific sequence. It all starts with the moment he steps in the door. He doesn't take off his shoes and throw them around. He arranges them neatly, facing the wall. Then he takes off his school uniform, carefully folds it and puts it in its proper place, and puts on his normal clothes. The whole process takes about 3 minutes. But those 3 minutes send an urgent signal to his brain. School time is over. Home time has begun. Then comes the school bag's turn. He opens the bag and hands over the necessary papers or notices from the school to her parents. Then he starts packing the bag again, all the things he needs for tomorrow, including books, notebooks, and pencil boxes. Tomorrow's preparations are over before evening. A small snack. Then homework. Later, club activities. In Japan, they call this bukatsu. Sports, music, art, but it's really about showing up every day, being accountable to a team, respecting the process. Japan's Ministry of Education reports over 70% of middle school students participate regularly. Then bath. One final check: is everything ready for tomorrow? Then sleep. Same time, every night. No drama, no battles. Just the next step, because the next step is already known. Here's where it gets really interesting, because this isn't just culture. This is how your brain actually works. Let's start with something called decision fatigue. Psychologist Roy Baumeister found that every decision you make, big or small, uses mental energy. And that energy runs out. By the time your child comes home after 6 hours of school, their brain is already depleted. So when you ask, "What do you want to do first?" that one small question is the last thing their tired brain wants to answer. And a tired brain always picks the easiest option, which is almost never homework. The Japanese routine removes that question completely. There's no, "What do I do first?" The answer is already built in. That's not discipline, that's design. Now here's the second thing, and this one might actually change how you think about parenting. Stanford researcher B.J. Fogg spent years studying why people change and why they don't. His finding? Willpower is unreliable. What actually works is repetition until something becomes automatic. Duke University psychologist Wendy Wood backed this up. She found that around 43% of what we do every day isn't even a conscious decision. It's just habit. Think about that. Almost half of your day running on autopilot. The Japanese after-school routine is designed to use exactly that. Do the same sequence long enough, and you stop needing to decide. Your body just knows what comes next. The routine stops feeling like effort. It just feels like life. And then there's the third thing, the one that's easiest to overlook. Packing your own bag, preparing for tomorrow yourself. To adults, these feel like tiny things, barely worth mentioning. But to a child, they're a message. You are capable. Your tomorrow belongs to you. This feeling, silently built over hundreds of ordinary evenings, creates a confidence that no motivational speech or inspirational statement can ever provide. This then became his identity. The real reason Japanese children are disciplined isn't stricter parents, it's smarter environments. Think about your home right now. Where is the phone, the TV, the school bag? They are probably scattered everywhere. That environment gives your child zero direction. But Japanese homes are structured deliberately. There's a designated spot for shoes, another for bags, and a clean corner just for homework. This physical discipline silently builds mental discipline. In neurology, this is called contextual cueing. Your brain associates specific behaviors with specific places. Just like you automatically go quiet in a library, a child's brain clicks into focus mode the moment they sit in their dedicated study corner. They don't have to force themselves to focus. The environment does the reminding for them. And the best part? Parents no longer have to yell the same thing over and over again. I want to be honest with you. Japan is not perfect. The academic pressure on Japanese children is genuinely intense. There's a phrase, examination hell, describing the crushing stress of university entrance exams. It's real, and it affects real kids. The pressure to conform, to never stand out, that has a cost too. Many Japanese young people struggle with anxiety and burnout. We're not here to blindly imitate any culture. We're just here to borrow a great idea or concept and ask ourselves if it can make our lives a little easier and more beautiful. I think it can. So, what do you actually do with this? Number 1, build the sequence, then protect it. Come home, shoes away, bag sorted, snack, homework. Pick your version, write it down, keep it the same every day. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is consistency until it stops feeling like a rule and starts feeling like just what we do. Number 2, give your child tomorrow. Let them pack their own bag. Let them check their own schedule. Yes, they'll forget things sometimes. That's okay. The lesson of a forgotten pencil case is worth more than a perfectly packed bag you did for them. You're not raising a child who needs managing. You're raising a person who can manage themselves. Number 3, fix the environment before you fix the behavior. Leave your phone in another room while you study. Create a specific, quiet space in your home for your child to study. Turn off the TV during this time not as a punishment or a form of anger, but as a natural rule or design of the home environment. So stop telling your child the same thing over and over again. Instead, design your home environment and daily habits in a way that will force them to do the right thing on their own. Discipline doesn't suddenly come in a big, dramatic moment. It's built in the little moments that no one notices. On a Tuesday evening when they pack their bags without telling anyone. On a Thursday when they start their homework before you get home. On a quiet Friday night when everything is in order and the house, at least for a while, is strangely peaceful. Discipline actually lives in these places. Not in punishments, not in big speeches, not in motivation. It lives in just a simple evening, which is done beautifully, and repeated day after day over and over again. Japanese children are not made differently than your child. They just spend their evenings differently. Maybe it's time to create a new evening story for your child, too.